All right, and we're back to our semifinals match, Mrkssr versus Upper. Joining me in the commentary booth is TFT. You want to say hi?
Hello, hello.
And Zui.
Hey, what's up?
Let's try to get. Okay, there's the runners. Upper, you would like to say hi?
Hey, everyone.
And Mrkssr, well, you're already here, but yeah, once again.
Hi.
All right, I think we're good to go. Both the runners are one click away from starting the game.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so Upper, you are using auto clicker? Just curious.
Yes. Yeah.
You are. Okay. All right. So on my countdown. So 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, runners.
Good luck.
Good luck.
So here we are for semi-final match number 1.
All right. So I haven't been very involved with Hotpot and stuff, but is there any like specific soul routing that's optimal to go for right now?
I am absolutely confident that one Uppercasserole will be going for the 0 strength, 0 soul gathering route, where he will basically just ignore every single soul orb on the map. I don't know if Mrkssr has been doing 1 strength or 0 strength or 2 strength. I'm assuming he's been doing either 1 or 0.
That sounds very scary.
It is. It requires you to be a lot more focused on your combats because like things like Big Pot take a lot longer.
Yeah.
The Lick of Tongues take a couple cycles, things like that. So I'll have to watch all the combats on Upper Side with some anticipation, see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see.
Okay, what's that?
I'm very curious to see how it's gonna work out. It definitely sounds scary to do like Ava 1 without any strength upgrades. I can hardly imagine.
Yeah, Upper is pretty practiced on 0 strength. He's been using 0 strength for the low strength route for his runs in any percent, and that has 0 strength all the way through to I think it's Ruins. So he's well practiced on the strat, and I would be surprised if there are any major fumbles. But they're pretty even coming out of DFS. Nice even pace on screen.
Yeah, nice. Well, it's almost synced. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this run will go. Because Upper does not have direct key anymore, right? It just got beaten.
So in a interesting turn of events, there was a lost Vareem world record that hadn't made its way over to SR.com. So unfortunately, Upper had thought he'd gotten the world record, but hadn't quite happened that way. So I'm sure he is looking to also get a very solid PB out of this run if he can. But he definitely he definitely had a really good run, and it was, I believe, only 6 seconds behind the record that Vareem had at the time. So still very good run, and Upper is extremely good at the category.
Yeah, so it does seem like Mrkssr is going for, well, at least strength 1, because I saw him pick up the soul orb just now.
You just picked up 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that would be 1 strength. You only need exactly 1 orb, and then the normal soul maintenance for making sure you get the 400 before the soul 1 in manner. Both had pretty clean first arenas. Definitely a hard one, and they both made a pretty decent job of it from what I saw.
It
looks like Upper has gotten a slight lead just through various small things of about 5 seconds, which Not insurmountable, but definitely feeling comfortable with that.
Yeah, it's a nice lead to have early on, but there's definitely still a lot that can happen. So
one of the nice things about Upper's soul routing is that he doesn't have to do anything like worry about killing imps. As you saw, Marks just killed one on the right side. So he's looking to get those little chips in so he doesn't have to worry about his soul routing when it comes to the end. At this point, he could probably just ignore everything and still make the soul count he's looking for.
that sounds like a pretty comfy route considering it's without any strength upgrade.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of things you can just be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna walk past you and not even worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, Mark's missed the flex on the witches, which not the biggest time loss, but it is a few seconds. So we will see the lead extend a bit further for Upper as we're getting into Guardian of the Door on his side. And this is where we're gonna see Upper's practice come in any percent come full display, where hopefully we'll see some very solid Guardian of the Door strats.
Have there been any like new strats discovered? Or is it just
Nope.
the same old strats?
It's the standard of just walking around Guardian of the Door, getting some hits in. He's going to go into this corner, get a heavy, and it'll be behind Guardian. He's going to try his best to do a roll slash right here. Unfortunately, got hit by the laser. But you can still get all the hits in and get kill about now. Oh no. This is very unfortunate. But he barely gets it.
That was scary for a second.
Yeah, and the one unfortunate thing at this part is Upper now has to make a choice of actually going and saving and quitting.
Mm-hmm, right. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of time loss.
Yeah.
I think he can afford it with this lead though, but I'm not sure if he's watching the stream, so
Me
he's
either.
aware that he has a lead at all.
But Mark's had an extremely good Guardian of the Door on the other side, so he did make up some of that time.
Nice.
Keypoint said he imagines Upper saving quits at Crypts. I believe that would be the correct place to do so. Now that we're not getting any orbs on Hotpot.
Yeah, it's like an instant saving quit you can do once you enter Crypt. So.
Yeah, you don't have to go out of your way and get an extra door.
Yeah.
And it is before any scary points in the estate area.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like Marks has made up time pretty well with the Guardian of the Door. We've got nearly simultaneous cutscenes.
Did Upper not choose Chinese? I thought he was on Chinese. I guess it's just Marcus.
Yeah, it's not a big enough time difference that it really matters. It's at most like 1-2 seconds, but it's probably less given.
I definitely thought it was less than 1 to 2 seconds at this point. But
yeah, no, that would have been with literally every single text box in the game counted. But it's definitely less.
All right, both runners coming up to estate now. In my opinion, definitely one of the scary parts of any run.
Oh, for sure.
We'll see how they handle it.
Upper opted not to save and quit at Crypt. I wonder if he's going to try to go through. I'm sure he'll take the door, but I'm wondering if he's going to try and go through as much as he can.
Time difference seems to be about 20 seconds on entering estate. So definitely still something that Marcus can make up. And yeah, I'm wondering what Upper is gonna do for health here.
All right, here's the saving quit.
Yeah. Interesting though.
Yeah, it might be you get the extra safety door in case things go horribly awry. And
That's
at that
cool.
point, there's no reason not to just save and quit there instead.
Yeah.
Because Mrkssr is also taking the door, so just for the safety, which makes sense in the tournament, because if they die here, they would be all the way back at the beginning of Crypt, and that's not a great place to be in a race setting.
I assume it's also for the wall too, if the wall like doesn't blow up.
Oh yes, that is
Yeah.
definitely a risk. It is such a small risk, but anything happens in a tournament, I would not put it past the game to do that to someone.
This
Yeah.
is definitely something new to me. Walking over the hedges like that.
Oh yeah, I just on a whim roll over it, and just happens to work out that if you roll, it's actually pretty lenient too.
Dang.
Just you can definitely miss it and definitely end up in the void, but as long as you're not too far away, it's pretty safe to do in a run.
So yeah, I guess Marcus doesn't need that soul then from the enemies there.
No.
Yeah.
If he's going for 1 strength, the only one he needs is the one that he collected at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
Because you get about 300. You get 100 from Guardian, 100 from DFS, and 100 just killing the various enemies going up to a state.
I see.
Making our way through the left side of a state, which is a little hectic when you're not killing a bunch of things. But Upper did a really good job getting through there without too much extra hassle.
Marcus having a bit of bad RNG with the mage getting in his way right as he shoots an arrow.
Yeah, that's always a rough one, because there's such a small chance of it happening.
Yeah.
You just don't even think about it. Upper did not get messed up by any walls not breaking for him, so he'll be making his way directly into Manor.
Nice. Both runners having a pretty clean manner as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
Cool to see.
Mrkssr did take 1 hit, and he did just check his soul count to make sure he had exactly at least 400, which I believe he did.
Nice.
But other than that, getting through a state hitless is always a good day, and taking 1 hit's even not too bad. So we should, on Mark's side, see a save and quit, or not save and quit, going to the door, getting the 1 strength and coming back, which is going to put him about 26 seconds behind. He should make up some of that time through the various combats in the game, because it'll take a few extra hits and a couple extra cycles for Upper. But it is about we think 5 to 10 second difference. So we will see Mrkssr even further behind, but he'll slowly gain some time over the course of Manor and Aval 1.
Yeah, and I guess it makes Furnace a bit comfier as well, just as like a backup, and yeah, the little arena too. Seems a bit scarier without any strength upgrades.
Oh, for sure. I was doing some of my practice for the tournament, and just that you have so much extra time in combat that you have so much more room for error.
Mm-hmm.
So you're always just constantly watching to make sure that you're doing the tongue cycles properly, dodging enemies. You'll get more waves of enemies in some of the tongue arenas, and it's just a lot more maintenance on the combat side.
Yeah. Did Upper pick up the seed earlier?
He did, yes.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it's like really fast to pick up, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm assuming that'll be the only one he picks up. He might pick up the one that is hidden up the staircase after this arena. But other than that, he probably won't pick up too many. For a very clean pot arena.
So this is like a best of 3, right?
Yes.
These races. I see. Cool.
Mrkssr had an extremely clean lick of tongue. believe that was like an optimal pattern and optimal cycle on Mark's side. So making up some of the time in the combats, Upper had to get 2 Lickitung spits before he was able to take it. And that's just mostly down to the strength difference. And we'll see that slowly come more and more into play.
Very impressive big pot fight from Upper. It's so cool to see all those strats.
Yeah. He has his patented safety strats where you do 3 hits as soon as he spawns and you roll into the corner to bait the big pot to go into the corner, and then you do a bunch of roll slashes and dodging in and out to have iframes to not get hit. And it is indeed very nice to see. We'll see if Mark can also pull that off.
That was interesting. Upper missed the shot on the brazier because of an imp, and seems to have not noticed until he tried to light the cobweb.
Oh no, I missed that entirely. That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Definitely still having a good lead here though.
Yeah. And anytime you don't hit the grunts accidentally, you're still calling it a pretty decent win.
True.
Marks is at 1 HP on the back half of Imploff. This is a very scary situation.
Ooh.
But he does get the hit, and he is very. Oh no!
No.
He got caught on the back by one of the imps while he was trying to clear out for safety. That is unfortunate.
That is so unfortunate. Dang, Imploft claiming another one.
It is definitely the scariest
Very true.
section of this run, is the big pot followed by Imploft. And it is not surprising to see a death from any runner, but it is always tragic to see for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Oh, that was so close.
That is a huge time loss though, just to the Lickitung not cooperating. That is rough to see.
Imagine if he soft locked though, that would have been
Yeah, the soft
very
lock
bad.
though.
Whew.
Nope, just key though, so it's okay.
Upper and Marcus picking up the souls at about the same time. It's just like a soul difference.
Indeed. If we see a death on Avarice or a little bit of issues in the Earn Witch's lower half of her mansion, we could see a little bit of a comeback, but it is definitely favored for Upper at this point.
Definitely.
It is Upper's race for sure to lose.
Yeah, Death could definitely still do it though for Upper.
See how cautious he takes the approach here. Probably just going to do standard rolls and like a little bit of walking just to ensure he doesn't miss a roll and off a corner.
Honestly fair, especially in like a raid setting. Definitely understandable.
Upper does also get the double deflect on the Lickitung from the witches, which helps the cycle immensely. He got it twice, so he does get a 3-cycle witch on that fight, which is optimal mostly for the last Lickitung arena.
Barely misses some shots on the mage though, so not quite the 3-cycle, but still really nice.
Indeed.
Or well, wait, the 3-cycle is on the Lickitung, right?
No, it's the witches. Witches do 3 casts.
Okay, right.
As long as they don't pop off and come back again. That is the optimal cycle pattern for Lickitung. Arena 4. There you can technically get it into, but it requires a better pattern and extremely good play. And I believe Upper has stated that he doesn't even go for it anymore just because of how unlikely it is and how much harder it makes getting the 3 cycle if it fails.
This cycle is definitely new. I don't know what Marcus said there is optimal with it, but it's definitely something that I haven't seen before.
It is on par with the normal strat. I believe Museus had a fancy diagram he showed. I think it was a few months back, trying this, and after some runners did try it in runs, it was time to be about even. We got upper in Ava 1. And this is probably the last really scary point. There are definitely scary points in Furnace, but hopefully we will see a fairly clean Ava 1 here.
So far, so yeah, definitely very clean coming from upper.
He's doing the safer strats of going to the side instead of trying to hit everything from the center, which is definitely the standard strat at this point. And cleans everything up without any hits. And nice. Honestly, a very, very clean Ava 1.
Alright, so I don't know if upper is comparing to any splits, but if not, then this should be a pace, because I don't see the splits going red at any like split points.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's following normal or not.
Because yeah, this would be ahead if that's not the case.
Now we got Marks going into Avarice 1. You should have a little bit more of a comfortable time with this, considering he has 1 extra strength. I believe the biggest thing is that he has 1 less hit on these witches, which makes it a lot easier to kill them between the pots. Fairly clean cleanup on the second wave. Missing a couple hits, and he is opting to center them all to clear them all at the same time. Fortunately, it does take a couple hits, but it is technically faster if you can get a clean up, so to speak.
Last wave of Avarice one's definitely always the scariest one to me. So.
Oh, for sure. You just have all of the pots spinning. The imps wildly fly around. The Lickitung doesn't want to cooperate. It is definitely a rough time, but Marks did a fairly decent job overall through there.
Pretty nice.
And we'll see him going through to Furnace, which is where we see Upper currently.
Or did pick up the door, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, it is basically free. And especially for the safety in a run, if things go very awry and he ends up dying, he definitely wants to be there instead of... I don't even know where you'd end up. I think it would be the door in Manor entrance.
Yeah, that would... I guess it would, yeah. That would be pretty bad.
Yeah. On the upper side, you'll see some new strats that he's developed where he's basically baiting the shots from the cannon enemy to kill some of the enemies. And he did miss 1 of the baits, but he got all the other ones, and it just saves him from getting the extra hits on low strength. It should save a little bit of time versus the standard strats of running around and just killing everything normally. pretty neat to see. And I'm sure he will be doing that throughout all the runs. So if you missed it, you'll be able to see it again in the next race.
Yeah, definitely very cool. Marcus also coming up to furnace, cleaning up observation.
This room is probably one of the scariest uppers in. It is not, nothing is too scary individually, but everything together with all the pots running at you, the enemies being in the way.
It's definitely a chaotic room.
But he did get through it basically hitless. There's a chance that this archer hits him, but thankfully didn't. So he had a very clean movement through the room. This next room on Hotpot is also extremely scary because of having to run around a lot more and having you'll see there will be tons and tons of projectiles just flying around, and luckily most of them will miss.
You can't hook shot through the whole room here.
Yeah, and these grunts like to get in the way. The archers are in the way. It is a mess. You have to on the fly figure out where everything is and figure out where you're going. Opter is also opting to skip the fast cycles here. Oh, he got one. Probably just didn't like the timing on the last or the second pillar. Shutting out. But overall, Upper is flying through this furnace room. And he did even get fast cycles. He did miss one fast cycle, but other than that, most of the fast cycles in this last room. So very, very clean furnace. I don't quite think it is close. He might be on a very, very slight PB pace.
This is about 8 seconds behind his PB. I just checked.
Well, still, to only be 8 seconds behind is extremely impressive and a
absolutely wild.
Great showing for run one.
Yeah, with the lick a tongue and also grabbing the door and the quit out. It's super impressive.
We did see a little bit of nice tech on Mark's side where he did bait the purple pot into the enemies and roll past it to not get hit. That makes that definitely a little bit safer. Upper is looking to avoid any hits on the witch boss as it actually loses movement when you hit her, or movement. It like stalls her for a couple frames when you do.
All right.
Hit her, and that's game time.
Jeez. It's like maybe 27 flat or 2701.
I think it was 2701.
Yeah.
Being so close to 26 in a race, very, very wild from what I've seen from this category. Oh, Marcus missing the.
Yeah, a little bit of a. Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay, he is opting to roll back. You can fall. You can just fall and end up back on the top. But I'm assuming he wants to save the HP.
That's a rough time loss. I can definitely say I've done that before.
Got the fast 1 second try though, which still pretty good.
Very nice.
I don't know. Oh, what's up?
Go ahead, TFT.
I don't know if there's anything you could do that better or worse. I think you're kind of just relying on the game's kindness to let it go off.
Yeah,
it's not the 9 of
pot light.
Yeah.
Upper. Yeah, I don't know what the hitbox is. Weird. Very weird. Yeah, because I think if Upper got that's for sure sub 27. I think.
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed fine. I'm not sure what was wrong. Marcus also going into the grandma fight now.
You'll see Mark's now dodging around, hitting some projectiles. Not hitting the witch if you can help it. Other than the death, this was an extremely clean run on Mark's point. It looks like without the death, he would have been about on a PB pace. So very solid showing on his side. Sure, he'll be looking to get the run without the death and get a slightly better time on the next one. But for now, we have finished Hotpot on Mark's side, and that is the run or race.
GG.
GG's.
GG's.
Yeah. Upper taking match 1. How are you feeling, runners? How you feel, Marcus?
It was a great one until Imploft, and then Imploft did Imploft things.
Yeah, I didn't even see the imp that sniped you at the end there. That was a really rough occurrence.
I just missed a torch and then thought I lit it. I was like, wait, why is it so dark in here? Oh, the torch isn't lit. I should go back and light it.
All right. Yeah, good work. All right, so Upper does take match 1. We're going to go into match 2. Let's take a quick intermission, or unless the both runners, do you want to just go right ahead or just a quick intermission?
I'm good either way. Whatever.
Marcus, you want to take a quick break or?
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay. All right, then let's go into match 2 then. Let me update the scores real quick. How about commentary? Just checking on commentary. You both good too? Zoo, you're good?
Yeah, of course.
Yep. All right. All right. Yeah. Upper, do you want to restart your game too, just to fix the lag?
I don't really care. Sure, I can.
All right. Let's wait for it to load up here. Let me double check the audio too, because that was giving us some problems. Okay, it's not better. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. All right. So on my count. So I'm gonna. Yep. I'm gonna do the countdown. So 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, runners.
Good luck.
All right. Good luck, both runners.
Here we are back at it again.
Yeah,
Race number 2.
I guess so.
It'd be interesting to see how going straight from race 1 to race 2 affects the runners. And it is important to note this is Mark's 5th run of Hotpot in a row.
Oh, wow.
They went straight from the first match to the second. So we're about, if you're talking from any percent perspective, we're in lockstone the second time in 2 runs. So he's been doing quite a bit of racing at this point. Hopefully he won't be too tired from it, but this is the point where endurance definitely becomes a factor.
In the 100% race, I seem to do way better on all my second matches. So we'll see how that goes for the runners.
Oh, for sure. Everyone is different.
I guess it's Marcus's 5th run, which definitely makes a difference.
Yeah. They start to blend together after a point.
Yeah.
Especially when you're doing the same thing 5 times in a row.
Alright, both runners being pretty synced up. I think Marcus got the kill slightly earlier.
Yeah, I did see that Marks did miss the fast door. I didn't see if Upper did. It looks like based off the time he also did. Or something else went slightly off. We have our games extremely in sync again, which is always good to see.
Assuming Marcus will just be going for 1 strength route for the whole time.
Yeah. I think you don't want to change after 4 runs. He's looking to just do as clean as he can.
Yeah, fair enough.
And hope that the consistency that strength 1 brings will help him out also.
I'm kind of surprised that the soul after the mini arenas is faster to get than just the one near the door.
Yeah, they're about the same. It's like 2 rolls either way. I don't think anyone's ever timed it. It could be faster to get the one inside the room instead, but it is fairly negligible.
I see.
Because the other thing about getting the door orb is you can't cut the corner that they did. You have to go all the way around. It's kind of more of a triangle.
That makes sense, yeah. And well, it doesn't make sense to get the door in this category, so unless you want some safety for cemetery.
Fairly clean, one so far. Upper had a little bit of issues with the backpack, but didn't cause any time loss. Just had to scramble a bit to make sure everything was efficient. Mark's had a very clean Arena 1 also. Most of the time loss we see is just from picking up the orb. It's about 3-second time loss. So they are, in terms of mechanics, on pace, but we will see the lead on upper side.
Nice. I did see Upper, I think, post some pretty impressive early game times for this category in the run posting channel. So,
for sure.
Definitely cool to see.
Yeah, Upper, I believe, has gotten a 601 without gathering any of the soul orbs, which is very, very impressive for sure.
Yeah, dang.
We just got our standard walkthrough to Arena 2. Marks is doing some extra soul gathering just for the 400 that he needs later. Upper has done a new change, and I've adopted it also. Instead of doing the hits on the first switch, you do just a heavy deflect as soon as you get there. I don't know if it saves time or not. It is definitely a little more comfortable. Although he's having a bit of trouble with these imps.
Yeah.
They weren't cooperating.
The imps can definitely be pretty rude here.
Cooperate a bit more for Marks, so he will get some of the time back here.
Oof.
Oh no.
Missing the deflect again.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate for sure. So if that's the worst thing that happens in the entirety of the start of the game, you're still pretty happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I believe that is the only major thing that's gone wrong on Mark's side. So he will be behind by a few seconds now. Not insurmountable, but
seems like it's about 10 to 12 seconds.
Yeah, no, that sounds right. Upper's probably a little bit apprehensive right about now, given the last Guardian door. He is stuck, but he barely doesn't get hit by the hitbox, which is very good. That would have been very disastrous.
Yeah. Usually you'll get hit if you're in that position there.
Yeah, I think he just like barely hit the corner where he wouldn't get hit. Marks also does get hit by the laser, but both of them do get the base of the strat without too much difficulty.
So I'm assuming you won't see it quit out from at least Upper here. I'm not sure about Marcus.
Well, Marks didn't last time on, I think it was 3 strength, so or 3 health. So I don't know where 3 strength came from, but I don't think we'll see a quit out from either side. I believe that in the any % runs, Upper will literally go all the way from the beginning of the game to Soul 1 without saving quitting. And he will do some of the sections on 2 HP or 1 HP to just avoid the 4-second time loss entirely. So I think 3 HP is actually pretty comfortable for him. I think he'd be a little more worried if it was 2.
Still got a pretty nice sync going here on the cutscenes. A little bit behind on Mrkssr's side.
Oh, Upper actually opting the saving quit here. Though I don't think that's what he wanted.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising.
I think that might have been a mistake. I don't think he wanted the save and quit there. I think that was just impulse.
Yeah. Seems like it. Definitely gonna put Mrkssr pretty far ahead here, I think.
Oh no, for sure. That is a huge issue.
It's a lot of walking.
Yeah, that's he will make up some of the time through low strength or 0 strength, but that is rough.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so both runners about in a state right now.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see a save and quit from Mark's side.
Nah, I don't think so. Probably will grab the door again though, just for safety.
Oh, for sure. I would be surprised if any runner doesn't. I would be surprised because I'm the only other runner that's left.
Nice.
For this tournament. We haven't mentioned it on stream yet, but the winner of this game is going to be facing me in the finals.
I think someone mentioned it in chat.
But yeah, so I'm also watching with that knowledge in mind. Marks is going for the safety of going on the ledge. I don't believe it is actually faster, but you do get to skip some of the cycles here. You have to fight some of the arenas.
It is actually not faster. It seems like it's a lot faster, but
mostly because you have to skirt around the edge, and with optimal running and patterns, you can get through the section in only 22 seconds, where you do all that running around the ledge. The understanding currently is that the normal strat is of just going through after the void rolls faster. But no one's actually gone through in time to confirm, so you never know.
Yeah, it definitely avoids some combat and RNG though, so.
Yeah, especially because sometimes the archer doesn't want to cooperate, you have to run and kill it. It is definitely more consistent if you're not falling off the ledge at all.
But interestingly, well, not necessarily interestingly, but Mrkssr there going back before lighting the brazier to make sure he doesn't get hit by the mage projectile while being like stunned by the cutscene.
Yeah, it's probably just a safety measure.
Yeah.
You're not really worried about an extra hit here too much, but it definitely feels bad, and 2 HP is a little scary. But overall, clean up on Mark's side. And it looks like Upper's having a pretty clean run of it too. I believe Upper even made up a little time there.
It seems like it, yeah.
I believe Mark's had to go running around for some extra.
No.
Oh no!
Oh.
You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it.
Sucks. Wow. Having to do pothead skip again as well. That is so stupid.
Yeah, it's a risk. There's nothing you can do about it. But at least all I have to do is go this way, skip around the trigger. It is about a 20-second time loss, if not 30, but sometimes the game doesn't cooperate.
Super rough.
Luckily, it didn't do it twice.
That would have been something.
I think that'd be like a 1 in a million.
Yeah. I always wonder if there was like someone. Well, it's definitely someone who got that casually. They must have been like so confused.
Oh, for sure. So I believe now we're back to. Oh, Marks is opting to do the 0 strength. I think with the time loss, I don't know if he's watching, but he probably feels he needs the extra time because it is about a 23-second time loss to go.
That is pretty cool to see them. I wonder if he knows the cycles well enough, as in like the damage cycles for all the enemies.
Yeah.
To do this on strength 0.
I'm sure if he's going for it, he's practiced it at least a bit. I don't know what he's been doing in his practice, but
yeah, I guess we'll see.
Thankfully it isn't too much different. There's only a couple of things that take 1 or so extra hits. But it is a pattern difference. You have to mentally be like, okay, I need an extra hit here and here and here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Shresh pointing out in the chat that Marcus has done some practicing for strength 0, so...
Okay, so this isn't completely unpracticed, which is not surprising. We did also see an upper side, a little bit of time loss. He was missing some hits and had to do an extra dodge out or 2. So hopefully Marks will have a clean lick tongue here. Oh no, okay, this is fine, this is fine. He did still get the projectile on, which is the important part. And he barely skirts by the shield going down, so still not a bad lick tongue.
Yeah, very nice.
Upper having a little bit of trouble with the pot arena. He did take a hit, and the green pot did get away from him a bit, but probably still feeling pretty comfortable even with that. That is not surprising to see, just given how they're doing the pot arenas. And even Marks also did take a hit there. Actually, the same exact thing happened to Marks as Upper, unfortunately.
Yeah, the little enemies that spawn from the pots not working with like aim assist is pretty cursed.
Indeed.
Can never seem to hit them.
Upper did have a clean big pot and it's making his way through Imp Loft. The Imps are in an okay spot, though it looks like there's one that might be in the way right here. Oh no, he did roll around. Does get the very quick shot. Dodge through all the imps there. Very, very clean Imp Loft, while Marks had a little bit of struggles on the big pot. Took a hit, but probably feeling a little better than the last run.
2 HP for Imp Loft is definitely still pretty scary, but we'll see how it goes.
He does have double the HP as last time, so he's at least feeling better in that regard.
True.
Okay, that was a very nice quick swipe to make sure that imp didn't get him. Very, very nice Imp Loft overall. You do also get the safety heal, as the next arena coming up for him is one of the hardest, especially on 0 strength. Which we'll see Upper at right now. The grunts are in a little bit of a rude spot. So he did get one. It'll probably spawn. Oh no, he got sniped by the. Oh no, this is not what we're looking for here at all. This should be recoverable, but not what he wants. Okay, so he does get it. Got an extra spawn of grunts, but probably taking that over the death for sure.
In my opinion, that arena is definitely the worst one in all of Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The witch one is also rough, but that's more of a them getting away from you, losing a bunch of time, not the I'm worried about dying literally every second I'm in here.
True. Yeah, I feel like the witches were just like so much easier to dodge, but there's probably a bunch
Oh
more
no.
time loss potential.
Mrkssr is getting chain hit here. Okay, he seems to have recovered a bit. He will have another set of grunts coming in. He's looking to get the lick tongue as fast as he can right here. Does get the dodge out, and he should get it with this deflect and a couple hits here. Cool. That is good for him. Not what you want to see, but definitely also still alive. And as Keypoint said in the chat, dying is in fact slow.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah. We'll have to test it. Someone will need to die in a run and we'll have to compare it. That's fair. You can't just make assumptions about timing.
Yeah, it's true. SMH. Can't believe this.
So the one thing I forgot to point out last time, Upper is going to do a strat here where he's looking to get the flex on witches twice. He will probably do a rollback there and get the, not even rollback, but just makes the cycles a little bit more consistent here.
Mark is going for the different strat in this room now. I think Stretch just pointed out it's not actually optimal, so...
Yeah, I'm sure Mark did see that in the chat and thought about it and was like, maybe you're right.
It's so cool, though.
Yeah, it is neat to see, just because we see the normal strat so often.
Yeah.
Someone go through it a slightly different way.
Yeah, having a little bit of new change in the run is definitely always refreshing.
Ooh, oh no, that's not good. But he does get one of the flex, so he should be able to clean up. Oh, not quite. I think if he went for the light, he would have cleaned it up. But still pretty clean cleanup of the witches. Well, we got Upper all the way over to Avarice 1 at this point. Oh no.
Oof. That's a pretty rough hit to take. I was about to say always nice to see Avarice 1 done cleanly, and then that happened.
Just some days the green pots run around wildly and you're put off your normal cycles, and what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Hey, at least got a clean second phase though.
Yeah, he did also miss a shot on the green pot. He will do one extra hit there, but that's really not the end of the world for that third wave. And he'll probably do the safe through strats here again. Oh, it's still taking a hit, unfortunately. But the imps did walk up to him, which is always a nice thing to see.
For sure.
Last wave was overall fairly clean. Although Mrkssr is also in Avarice 1 at this point, and he's having a bit of a rough time of it. I didn't quite see what happened. I'm assuming that something got messed up on the timings he had.
Ooh, that pot getting further away. Let's hope it would. Yeah, okay. It's not too bad.
And that was actually a really, really nice max range hit. You can also iframe by rolling into them to break them, but that is also the more swag way to do it. So definitely much better. So now we just got a look at tongue on Mark's side, so he should be pretty safe here. Do I take a few more hits?
Hitless from Marcus.
Yeah. I don't know how much time he did save, just based off the fact that the first wave ran away so much from him. But always getting through hitless is great to see, for sure.
Definitely.
So we'll see Mark's making his way over to observation, while Upper is hitting some bullheads in observation on his way over to furnace. And Upper does have a fairly comfortable lead at this point. Most of it is probably off the back of the pot not exploding, actually.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for that to happen in a race. It's anything but what you want to see.
Yeah. I do think Upper has been slowly making some additional time save too, but
Marcus picking up the umbrella for the swag. Beautiful.
finding us that the umbrella does exist, and you too should do umbrella runs at some point in the future.
I should. I've not even done my umbrella casual.
Same. I did do a 0 strength run, but I never did umbrella.
Just run umbrella any %. If there was a board for it, then I'll do a run, sure.
We'll have to have a community race of umbrella sometime. Just devote like 4 hours. And then we'll have 6 runs. We can put it on the category extensions board.
Yeah. Sounds like a great plan.
So if you missed it before, Upper is doing his normal baiting strat over on the left side. He didn't quite, yeah. I don't know quite what the timing is off of it because I haven't actually done the strat personally, but I'm assuming it just has to do with some of the movement being slightly off. Because it's mostly based off of the bird running back and forth at certain times when you're going between the left and right side of that arena. So probably some of his movement and timing of moving the bird is slightly off.
Makes sense, yeah. Marcus now also officially in furnace.
Yeah, he had a little bit of trouble last time with lighting the furnace in the next room. So I think he's looking to see a clean fire here, which he does get.
Ooh. I still don't know the trick to that strat. I swing it and hit it sometimes.
So Vareem has a very, very neat strat you should look up, where what you do is you barely go into the screen transition. The bird doesn't start moving, and you can just manually aim the furnace shot with your mouse.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
It is very, very comfy, very, very awesome, and I've definitely stolen it for my runs. We did not see either of these runners do that, I believe. Maybe Upper did and I missed it.
I guess we'll see it in the next round then, or in the next matchup.
I will definitely be going for it, so.
Nice.
Upper did get fast cycle. No, I didn't get all the fast cycles, but he did get through without having to go back, which is always nice to see. He's looking for his fast cycles here. Which I believe he did miss one fast cycle last time. He's hoping to not do so this time, which this is all the fast cycles. This is exactly what you're looking for in this room. Now we're just on the last fight. I'm always so worried when I see people not take the door to the witch when I'm like, wait, we're not fighting it. So just going to do some dodging and hopefully get a first cycle hit from the fire.
Hopefully not getting mean by the hitbox again as well.
Mark's had a little bit of a rough spawn on the left or the right side. Grunts were making a solid line that he had to skirt around. But made it through. He's opting to take the safer fires this time. Did have the extra one just in case it went awry, so he did go for the last fast fire. Probably a little bit gun shy after last time.
Definitely wonder if either of the runners would have been on PB pace if it wasn't for the mistakes they made with
Oh
It
no!
wasn't a mistake on Mrkssr's side.
Yeah, no. I don't think there's anything that we know you can do wrong to cause it. So it's just
yeah,
sheer game not cooperating. But I believe Upper did finish.
yeah.
It was
So GG.
GG's. I think it was 27-41, maybe 40. It's pretty good.
Yeah, especially with that time loss, it's
Oh.
it's a wild time.
So it definitely does look like Marks was on PV pace if the estate hadn't had some unfortunate, unavoidable issues come up.
Mrkssr selecting the umbrella for Grandma. You'd love to see it. Umbrella fight.
So we'll see Mark's doing some dodging around and one more fire, and that should be it for the race. It's so weird. Oh no, that's not what you're looking for. Yeah, you want to hit the projectiles, just not hit them into the witch, just for the safety for sure. But should still be okay here.
Oh, let's hope so.
I don't think he took the door.
No, he didn't.
Okay, but he does get his hit.
GG's.
GG.
Yeah, that would have definitely been a PP from Mrkssr. So very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GG's.
Runners.
GG.
GG's.
Really? Works. So Upper does take match 2 going into the finals. If
Yeah.
I think we talked about this. So are you both good to go Upper and TFT for the finals?
Yeah, I'm good. I could use like a 10-minute break, but yeah.
Sure, sounds good. Let's go to intermission then. So Key did drop out of the tournament, so there is no bronze match. So Marcus is 3rd place. So Marcus, congrats.
Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, thank you so much for playing.
Thanks for the tournament.
Yeah, no
It's a
problem.
good organization.
Okay, so so TFT, our commentator, is gonna go play the match. Let's do our quick intermission then. We'll be right back.